Hello, and welcome back to Be Best Known Bad. I'm Monisha.
I'm Adrian.
We're eating and trying to finish this game because we realized we're on chapter 14, which is the last chapter.
So close. Almost done.
I just took a massive bite into the fucking microphone.
ASMR.
ASMR. So, we're gonna... Where the fuck were we going? I got Sweet Chick, and I love their grilled chicken sandwich. But I'm still very mad that their fries are not the crinkly fries anymore.
That is such a... No, this is backward. Wrong way. Wrong way. That's such a niche, specific thing.
No, it's not.
That is an identifier.
People need to know. People need to know that I want crinkly fries back. Because they are by far the superior fry.
I think sweet potato fries are a superior fry, but...
I mean, that depends though, because like there's good sweet potato fries, but then there's bad sweet potato.
There's bad versions of every fry.
Ah! It did.
That door is open?
Yeah, it did. On its own. I just go through it. I say fuck all these rooms and go through it.
I mean, do we think there's other things to look at in the room?
Let's look at one and just see what's going on.
Boxes.
I don't have a light anymore. I'm gonna tuck my flashlight.
Yeah, when you died, they took your flashlight
I was
from you.
fucking mugged by a nun
By yourself.
and a nurse.
Thanked yourself.
I shanked myself? Oh, I did actually with some fucking say. I forgot about that.
That's why you couldn't use the elevator.
Oh, because of all the rubble down there. Yeah, okay, we're gonna go through it. It didn't seem like there was anything. What is that? Is this like a wheelchair out there? I'm being very cautious right now. Jump! There's sounds. Which way should I go?
What's in front?
Also a path.
You get out that way? Is that a gate we can open?
I wonder if you can hear me breathing in the microphone. Are you trying to breathe into it?
I just want to see if I would hear it.
That gate did not open also.
Okay, so...
So
Go right.
I always have to think about like what direction you're telling me to go in when you say
Do you not
left
know
or-
your right from your left?
I know them. Slowly. I know them slowly.
Mm-hmm. There's a hole in the wall. Not here. But yeah, go forward and then make a left. Hole in the wall. See? Ooh.
What?
Memory.
I don't like that memory. Maybe we can repress that one.
I mean, she's repressed all of them.
Let's keep that one repressed. Okay, let's... Let me in! Oh, I guess I can't get in? Huh.
What's the point of a hole if I can't get in it?
Can I see anything? Hello? Hello? Where's my flashlight? Alright.
So I guess well, other way.
I couldn't interact with the wall at all either? No, I don't think so. Okay. We'll go that way then. Very slow. At this point, she just kind of meanders in a
She
direction.
glides.
It's facing a weird direction too. No.
May 5th, 1943. Renee's state of health is good. She is eating and speaking. Her spatial and temporal orientation is good. Therapy suspended. December 3rd. She calmly asks if she can leave the hospital. Evaluate patient for 6 months. May 2nd, 1944. Discharge denied despite favorable psychiatric opinion. The patient has no home or means of support.
Oh.
That sucks.
So she couldn't leave.
Man, there's nowhere to go.
Oh man. Alright, we're going through. Is this direction mountain? No, this is not. Oh, looks like. Oh, now she's running.
Yep.
Somehow, part 14. Oh.
The reasons why discharge is impossible are explained, and this is how Renee learns of her mother's death 2 years after the fact.
They didn't tell her?
Oh, homegirl. Well, there's the news, by the way.
That's the second one.
I'm just saying, I was on.
Is it from a light switch?
May 5th.
Bro.
She tried to kill herself in the night by hanging herself with a sheet, saved by the nurses.
I told you. I was not crazy when I had that.
Okay, why do we have to single out on the... Why?
What did what?
Why you gotta single on her? We don't have to stare at her dead body, okay?
I am
we
just
got the
telling
point.
you. I have to tell you that I was in fact right.
Restrained to her bed, she once more tried to kill herself by suffocation. The decision has been taken to perform a transorbital lobotomy.
Lobotomy.
Okay. She tried to kill her by suffocation. They said before the lobotomy? Okay. Look at that. Yellow wallpaper like that one short story. Which Omen also goes crazy in it.
I
don't know if you read that or not.
I have not. You need to expand your reading repertoire. We gotta get you some happy story.
Wait, what? Is that what you... I read it for school, though.
That's depressing.
I read it... when did I read the yellow wallpaper? It might have been in middle school that we read.
Middle school?
Yeah, we read a lot of weird things in middle school.
I don't know where y'all went to school.
I went to a private school in middle school. It was an Episcopalian school. I did not enjoy it. And now you know. Nothing in here opened. Am I going the right direction?
Apparently not.
Oh, open.
Nope, locked.
Bitch. What do I do?
Maybe you have to interact with something on the table?
Maybe. I can't see anything on the table.
Chapter
15?
Oh, the
Oh
end.
my
Okay.
god. The use of lobotomy spread rapidly in Italy compared to other European countries and America. The original technique, pioneered by A.E. Moniz, was perfected in 1937 by... Oh, I did not read that fast enough. The operation involved gaining access to the frontal lobes of the brain by sawing through the orbit bone above the eyelids, then damaging the lobes by means of an alcohol or formaldehyde injection, or using a special instrument. Contrary to what was often thought, the patients did not always receive invalidating damage. Although this was often the case, Moniz was awarded the Nobel Prize for Medicine in 1949. This therapy gradually fell. Oh my god. People stopped using it. I think that was the end of
They
that.
discovered a drug.
Yeah. A drug for a lobotomy.
No,
Sir?
a drug to fuck your brain up.
A drug for a lobotomy.
Not dislike mental health drugs we have now.
Mm-hmm. That's so true. How do I get out of here? I'm not wearing it. Cam, please stay away from me. You look so sad.
She's looking at a girl who just had a lobotomy.
It hurts. She looks like she's crying about me.
She's like 22.
With a woman?
Renee. At
Or
this
Renee.
Point. Yeah,
Renee?
she's like
Yeah,
22.
she's an adult now.
Barely.
Barely.
Imagine someone telling you at 22 you do a lobotomy.
I guess lobotomy for children.
That was English. And talk.
Stop being mean to me. I was saying they gave lobotomies to children.
That sucks.
Not that they should have. Good.
I would hope so.
Oh no! Oh no! No. Oh my god. I will not be able to eat for like a week after seeing something like that. I'm
Why
looking.
would they this game?
Are you watching it on the small screen?
Yeah, it's easier.
It's easier to like stomach. Oh my god.
I didn't. What kind of fucking game?
Neither of
You
us is looking at the
make
game
me
right now.
watch.
I'm looking into my neighbor's windows, and Adrian, I think, is looking at a wall. Yeah, she's looking at a wall right now. Is it done? Can someone tell us when it's over?
Yeah, it's great. It's great. It's great that we're recording this and it's not live and no one can say anything.
Oh my god. Is it done? Is it done? Okay. Oh, Lord.
Disgusting.
10th of June, 1944.
Who is that?
Operation successful.
I don't like you.
Patient tranquil and collaborative.
You
Motor coordination capacity reduced, but she's
take to her
improving.
brain.
Transferred to the tranquil department in the care of Dr. B.
Does that not damage your
25th
vision?
of October.
You're not
Continues to
breaking the
talk about her
orbital
motor Nadal show.
nerve. You're only
The
going straight
disturbances in
up.
motor capacity show slight signs of improvement.
Your
That's
eyes
very
could
delicate.
be damaged if
Yeah,
you're
it
not
feels
careful.
like a very delicate, like your
Not capable
eyes
of
themselves.
riding. And the nurses report that they have to help her dress, wash, and feed herself. In the summer of 1944, Renee was transferred back into my department. Aware of little, indifferent, hardly ever spoke. One day, she said,
Her neck is very
"When I
long.
find the courage to look at myself in the mirror, I see a young face which is aged and looks at me full of fear. She is a woman now who has changed profoundly compared to the girl that I had under my care several years ago. Only the sadness of her gaze and her intelligence are unchanged. She's so young, just 23 years old, but is lacking all vitality. Perhaps her condition may improve, but probably not. Her life has been thrown away. And nobody did a thing to try to avoid this."
Bitch, you were the doctor.
Yeah. Her mom did try to discharge her, so you guys, you could have discharged her. She clearly went through a lot in this asylum that was entirely unnecessary. So, there were people who made decisions, and those people could have not made those decisions, and that probably would have helped her. You know? Like, don't...
I mean, I think that's the point of the story, right?
Yeah. It's just so shitty for the doctor to be like, no one did anything to help her. Like, sir, what?
Myself included.
Yeah, really. Dr. C or whatever. I don't know which doctor this
B.
was. B? Dr. B? Very fucked up game.
Yeah, what a sad, depressing game to start.
Well, I thought it would... First of all...
This was not a horror game.
First
I mean,
of
it was
all-
horror in that it was too close to real life. Ugh.
It really was. First of all, we picked opening the Xbox instead of the PlayStation or the Switch because originally our first game was going to be Dream Daddy. Just think of the difference in how this would have gone.
Now I'm depressed on a Sunday night.
We could have started with Dream Daddy, and instead we started with a game on the Xbox. So then we decided we'll just pick a random game on the Xbox, and I hadn't downloaded this yet. It looked like a horror game. So we played it, thinking it was a horror game. And I think technically it's a horror game. But not a horror game in the same way that Five Nights at Freddy's is a horror game. Marta is Dead is also, I don't think, as depressing as this was. Like, I know her
To be
sister
fair.
dies in it, but like, this was a lot.
We didn't finish.
We made it pretty far though, didn't we?
No.
I think so. It feels like we made it pretty far in Mortiz, we played that a long ass time. We played like 6 hours in that. 6 hours? 8 hours? I don't know if my Xbox tells me how long I played games for.
Fall. Where you should get a PS5?
No, I will not.
We are a divided household here.
We are a divided household. This means that we have access to so many games.
So many. Too many.
Yes. Yes, there's a whole list of games that we know that we need to play or finish.
Because I have bad impulse control and I start things and I don't finish.
Exactly. So, yeah. I'm waiting for this whole thing to set of scenes. So she's dead. Wait a minute. So we were dead the whole time.
Yeah,
Is
you're.
the idea?
See, it's just telling her story.
Yeah.
I don't like though that there's like no end to it. Like,
yeah.
There's no point to the game. There's literally no point to it. If there's no surprise at the end, you knew she couldn't have been alive. Like everyone knew that.
Mm-hmm. You did the math, you knew that. Which, to be fair, I missed the 2016 part, so I would have probably not caught it.
So it's just like an excuse to tell you about. It's like a video game version of a documentary.
Yeah. I don't also love that I just don't love that we ran through. It felt like there was no purpose, to your point, but also that like at the end it wasn't like, oh, there's been a ghost haunting the grounds this whole time or anything like that. You just find out she was dead and you're like,
It's not even that she was dead because she wasn't dead. It's not like she died.
well, that's true too, right? She didn't actually die
so
within
in theory,
the game.
she would have died eventually. I'm assuming,
Right.
But like she didn't die in the game.
Right. So you really
Just
you're
find
right.
out she had a lobotomy,
Right.
And then like,
And I guess implied that she would have died on the grounds.
yes, because no one was there to take care of her, which is horrible.
Yes.
I wonder what the different endings are if you pick different responses, right? Because when we were looking at the chapter page, you could tell that there were multiple different paths that you could go through, and there's like 2 endings. So I wonder what the endings are, if they're different, if you pick different responses.
Right. I mean, options here are to play it again at some point
We'll not be doing that.
or look it up.
We'll be doing that.
Okay. Okay.
Because I absolutely will not be looking it up. Or
That's-
not lies. Not be playing this again. It was not worth it, a second play.
I mean, it would be much quicker in the second run through just because we've already done it all.
I mean, it was fine. It was pretty.
Oh, it was very pretty. The game is very pretty. It just, as a story, is just... Or not as a story, as a game is...
Yeah, and the story is fine. It's really sad. It just is,
Yeah.
as a game dynamic, I don't love it.
Yeah, I agree.
I need to look up the...
Okay. Well, so thank you for playing. You're welcome.
Hey.
We spent 20 minutes trying to find the asylum. But that seemed like that was our fault.
I don't think that's the game's fault. Yeah, I think that was ours.
I mean, that one time we were running around for 20 minutes.
Look, before chapter 6, we didn't understand that she basically tells you where to go.
Yeah.
I thought it was like, oh, it's open. It's not.
Right.
I figured it out, though. I got smart towards, like...
She did, and that's why she had to decide what... The asylum?
Okay, so... Done.
What is that thing down there?
I don't know.
How do I get to it? Ah!
Click.
I want to see what it do. Is this the same thing? Wait. No.
My name is Renee. I was a shy girl and I just wanted to be like the others. But that's not what happened.
Is this her whole diary?
Maybe?
So here you live above my mind. I wish you were her. I find the strength to read yours.
This is
Is this
not...
a music video?
It It looks like this is the real inspiration, like the actual set.
I just
Yeah.
looked it up. It's a real asylum.
Right, and this is like the actual photos of it, videos of it, and what it looks like, which it honestly looks very true to the game.
I will find you
Anxious.
What does it give?
Oh,
I will find you
it's just walking.
I need a place to wear a skin so soft to dress. Let me try to not put it gently.
And then, what did she do? She
Don't be scared.
Before she punched
Fly
the
away.
threw something on one. Oh, she threw a suit
Dip or something, right?
on a fucking inmate. Which I don't know why. I just think that's so funny.
There are heartbeats
very
like this life together.
I feel like the biggest problem with this game
There it is. There's Charlotte.
is so little was actually explained.
Yes.
Right, so there's a lot happening, but it's never like, I guess that's like part of the point.
Hmm.
But there's so many open holes, and so I'm confused. Like, she's admitted to the game.
Yes, I. Yeah, it is. It's been on there. Eh,
Anyway, the whole
you scared me also for a second.
Oh,
I
my
was
bad, my
like,
bad. The whole like why she gets admitted, and it's promiscuity, right? Because that's like apparently a horrible thing. But then it was like implied that she had a horrible relationship with her mom.
yeah.
But then her mom seems so nice in all these letters.
But I think
Like, what's the actual implication there? Is that her mom found out she was promiscuous and like that was a problem?
I mean, it's a good question, right? Because someone had to admit her. I think Renee herself is a flawed narrator, right? So there's only so much of her diary that you can take as fact, especially given she is having a psychotic break of some kind. I would imagine that it wasn't until that she started like lashing out so much that her mother put her into a psychiatric facility. I don't know how much her mom knew about the man that was coming into her room or the guy in the car.
Yeah, because it seemed to me like mom didn't know the man in the car. Like, so at first it almost seemed like she was like hoeing her daughter out, but I don't think that that's necessarily true.
No.
I think that she just because Don, whatever his name is, you'll read the memories of the child memories, and it seemed like that was like a priest or something.
Yeah.
And so maybe mom just thought the priest would help her,
Probably.
not realizing the priest was doing all sorts of shady shit. But the person who came into her room, I have no idea who that is.
Was that not the priest guy?
It doesn't say.
I don't know if we made it to the memory also, because we didn't get to make it to all of the memories.
Yeah, on the wall on the kid.
Whatever. Yeah. And I wonder if we had gotten to all of them, if that part would have been explained. I was under the I don't know, impression that it was the priest guy, Don, whoever, like this man who was helping them make ends meet. I think he was the one who was going into the daughter's room. But I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong.
Yeah,
that's
it's
kind of
weird.
what I get.
There's a few, like a couple of things I just don't. You don't really get an understanding. So you're left with arguably as many questions. Plus, you never really figure out what's wrong with her.
That's true.
There's some kind of mental disorder. It seems like schizophrenia or like multiple personality, something.
Right.
But you never really get established.
Yeah, they don't really give her a diagnosis at any point. Not like a name diagnosis in any of the documents that we see. And at that time, I think that they would have had at least some of those.
I think that they probably would have just classified the area.
Probably.
Because isn't that what they did at that point?
I
don't think they
so.
had any of them.
I think it was just female hysteria. And when was not discovered, but named, I guess? Because I feel like that or the ID. Or both, I find that. This is not, I did not want the Mayo Clinic for this. I think I wanted like a Wikipedia. There's Wikipedia. Let's see. Where's the history of schizophrenia? Conceptual development. Accounts of a schizophrenia-like syndrome are in records before the 19th. The earliest case reports were in 1797 and 1809. Dementia praecox? I don't know how to pronounce that. Meaning premature dementia was used by German psychiatrists, not even gonna try it, in 1886, and then in 1891 by Arnold Pick in a case report of hebephrenia? Oh, I see. Disorganized schizophrenia. Okay. In 1893, a person used the term in making a distinction between the two psychosis. Oh, I see. So between what is basically schizophrenia and bipolar disorder, because originally they were one.
Yes, correct.
Okay. When it became evident that the disorder was not a degenerative. Thank you. Dementia. It was renamed schizophrenia in 1908. This game. He is admitted.
It's 1938, so it would have been a thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I think she has schizophrenia, honestly, because so much of what she remembers is consistent for her, and that would make sense of coming in and out of her.
Hmm.
So I think she has schizophrenia.
Okay.
The promiscuity is fascinating to me because I don't really think there's nothing wrong with that. Right, but in that time period there was, especially for women and especially in Catholic society.
Right. I wonder if it was just a reactionary thing to having been assaulted as a child.
Yes, that's just traumatic for her in particular.
Yeah.
But in general, I don't like. I also think it's fascinating that the woman Amara kept coming out.
Yeah, wait a minute. What about Amara? Because that one was the one that I really would have liked to go to sleep. I would have liked Amara to have a little bit more of a solid, like, oh yeah, this definitely happened. And also that woman was a predator. But I don't know.
I think
just
it's
felt so unclear.
like what she would have met Renee.
Yes.
They overlapped from
Multiple
38,
times.
42 when Amara dies.
Yes.
So Renee was 16 and 38.
But I guess do
So,
we think
I don't know
the
if they
scene in the
met
shower actually?
at 38. I doubt they met the moment she got there.
I don't know.
But at any point in time, because they don't establish,
Yeah,
Amara could have met. Amara was a married older woman.
with children, I think.
Could have met Renee at any point in time.
Right, and
And she said in the letter that Renee is however brief. Didn't forget that girl. I don't even think that shower scene necessarily happened in real life,
I don't know.
right? Because part of what schizophrenia is you take like one thing from one person and it turns into a whole story.
Right.
She could have created this whole story
Right,
with this woman that was nice to her because no one else around her was nice to her.
right.
But I would like to have known more about Amara. I feel like her husband put her in and out of here because of various
Oh yeah, that was
problems.
also really fascinating. She would be in there for only a handful, leave, and then come back again.
Alternatively, it could have actually happened in which that's like weird.
Yeah,
She's a significantly older woman and this is a very young child.
Yeah. By the
Who,
time she
because of
was-
her mental illness, probably seemed quite a bit younger than she was.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, people are like, I don't know if I would count that as like, because what if Amara's not all there either? So who even knows
I
what
mean,
she
we
was
don't
thinking in her
know.
mind? We have no idea what's wrong with her.
Yeah, we have absolutely no idea what was wrong with Amara.
There's just so many people mentioned that like don't get fleshed out, and so then you're
Also,
just
the
confused.
friend that comes to visit.
Yeah.
It starts with a, was it B?
B.
You don't find out as much about her. I mean, there's no, aside from the mentions in the journal and the visiting thing, she's just like never mentioned again. I wonder if in a different version of like chapters 12 and whatever, I forget what the branches are, but I wonder
I
if
think it
in
was
those
6
different
and 12
versions,
is when you get
like
splits.
so many
Yeah.
splits, that like maybe in those splits you get more of those characters. As opposed to, I mean, we got more of Amara, so maybe if we had done a split that was different, we would have ended up with the friend, whose name I can't remember, and more about her,
maybe. I don't know. It's weird.
or the mom, or any character,
Or the random guy.
that one dude that
Who's the
just
fucking
showed
dude who
up.
shows up at the asylum? Like,
What if
who
it's-
is he?
What if it's Don? What's his?
It wasn't though.
I know.
Because it had their name.
Oh
Who
yeah,
was
they
this
had his
dude?
name on the thing, didn't they? I don't know.
There's just too many loose endings.
There's also too many things that I can interact with. I'm not gonna lie. That part also really got me.
Well,
That
there's too many
just-
things that you can interact with that do nothing.
Yeah.
And not enough things. So if it's going to be like, here's this random thing that does absolutely nothing, but you can interact with it, then they should just let you interact with every random thing that does nothing.
Yeah.
Or do not let me interact with things that do not do anything at a specific moment in time, right? Because obviously so many things are locked off
Yeah.
until they're ready to be available to you.
Mm,
Why not just not let me interact with this thing until it's ready to be available to me?
that's
I
true.
just find it really odd.
Yeah. This game was a little bit rough.
From a gameplay perspective, it did not seem,
It still looked like so.
like an
As
effective.
from a gameplay.
Not gonna lie.
I hate that we don't like it as much.
No. That's okay.
Whatever. We beat it though.
I think the storyline is important as a type of story.
Yes.
I think if it was done a little better, it would have been more effective.
Hmm.
But there's not a lot of mental health, psychological kind of things that are not like terrifying, jump scary games, right?
Right.
But there was like nothing in here, so I don't even know if I would consider this a horror game. But it is
Yeah.
considered a horror game.
I mean, like, technically, it's got, like, unsettling scenes, right? And it is a little maddening to play in the grand scheme of things because you're walking down so many hallways.
Also,
Which-
where's the trigger warning? Sorry, side note.
Oh,
Because there
yeah.
were so many things in this game that really
Oh,
needed you needed
yeah.
to let me know that this was going to come.
Yeah, I was not prepared for most of what was happening. Like, it should have been a pause and, like, do you want to skip this scene?
Or
Like, they
even
should've
just when
let
you
me skip
like
this
on this screen, or when you download
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
that's like, this is what's happening in XYZ chapter.
Yeah.
Prepared, because
Right.
it came out like frankly came out of nowhere. I was just
did.
not ready for it.
Yeah, we started and it was just kind of random. No, I think that's totally fair. Always also just got me.
Fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel so tired now. I mean, I was tired anyway, but like I just feel like I went through it after playing this for 8 hours or something. I don't know how long. It feels like 8 hours.
Too many hours.
So, I don't know. All in all, I don't know if I loved it.
5 out of 10. Wouldn't recommend.
5 out of 10. I'm gonna look up reviews for this later. Anyway, I guess we can just end this episode now. You guys done listening to us?
They turned away like 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, they probably are like, oh, it's done now. Well,
Fine,
okay, well, fuck you guys too, I guess. Also subscribe or something. No, I'm kidding. Well, only partially kidding. Anyway.
We have not said that in any of the previous episodes.
We have not.
Probably should be pushing that
In
more.
about 9 episodes, we have not said to subscribe.
I guess if you're still here.
If you're still listening to us ramble how much we didn't like this game, and I think Adrian's trying to drink into the microphone, which is not working. Oh, there you go. ASMR.
Until next time, we have no idea what game we'll play next.
Okay, bye.
Good. I feel like that's what they want. They want the crinkle.
The people want
want the crinkle.
ASMR. And
So that's what we're doing.
yes, we're
Okay.
giving them the ASMR.
Giving them the crinkle.